Okay, anglers, today we're talking about live bait fishing for wahoo. You need a wire leader. This is 40-pound 7-strand with the correct crimps on it, and just a number 10 cheap, inexpensive mustad hook, live bait hook. And there is a small swivel on the end that you tie your 30 or 40-pound test to. So you're using your live bait outfit, 30 or 40-pound test. You're tying this on, and then you're gonna go to the bait tank and you're gonna pick a live sardine. And there's a couple different ways to hook your live sardine. I've got this swim bait as an example. Sideways through the nose would be the way that I would hook the bait. And remember, let go of the bait now and just hold on to the leader above it so that the bait is strong when it goes over the side. So that's one way of hooking. And then second way would be just in front of the dorsal fin, kind of shoulder hooked. And the third way would be belly hooked back here towards the tail, belly hooked. So those are the three ways. So the tip of the day is when you are casting on the windward side, listen up for that announcement on what side of the boat to fish on. You're in free spool and you're letting your bait swim and you get a bite. Remember to have your drag set correctly for the pound test that you have. And this wire leader is gonna help a lot because wahoo have very sharp teeth. If you didn't have a wire leader, you would just get bit off and lose your hook and your bait. So wire leaders, 12 to 18 inches long. This is 40-pound test. You could do 60-pound test. And so that's how you get rigged up. The one thing that happens with wahoo fishing is sometimes, not all the times, but when you get a bite and you put the reel in gear to set the hook, there's nothing there. And so what has happened is the wahoo has picked up your bait and eaten half of it, and then you're fishing with a chunk. So you have half of a bait with still your hook in it, and the wahoo will swing back around and eat the second half. So that's the tip, is when you get a bite and you put your reel in gear and there's nothing there, the fish is gone, then put your reel back in free spool and count to 15 or something like that. And we've seen it on multiple occasions where that wahoo will eat half the bait to kill it and then come back around to eat the other half. So you're going from live bait fishing to fishing with a chunk. And you'd be amazed how many times you wind back in and the chunk is still on your hook, and you wonder, how did that fish not get the hook in its mouth? But that's what wahoo do. So that's live bait fishing with 40-pound leader, the proper crimps. That's the key, is make sure you have the proper crimps. A small black swivel or a black ring, and 30 or 40-pound test.